Just as we all know that the Boruto Timeskip is already here, and with the release of the chapter 81 of Two Blue Vortex finally out, I would like to go over the complete power scale of Boruto so that you can be caught up with the entirety of the manga. So in today's video, I will be talking about the power scale of Boruto from the beginning up to the time skip of the manga, and well, since we only have chapter 1 at our disposal, that is where we will be stopping the scale. But fret not, because we will also talk about the power range Boruto should be around the time skip. Now before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If we all remember that at the beginning of the manga, there was a huge misconception that fans held about Boruto not being among the top tier or gifted shinobi. This is different from the anime in that we see Boruto actually being strong during his different fights, like the time he fought against the Hokage guards and also during the Chunin exams. In the manga, however, we were just shown how he cheated in the Chunin exams, which brought about the misconception that he isn't that strong for him to stoop low as far as cheating, which I think is quite a logical conclusion to come if you don't know the context of why he actually cheated. He only cheated because he doubts himself while he puts up a cocky attitude to hide this, and this is seen in when he obtains his shinobi way and also Momoshiki. He undergoes no formal training and only obtains the Will of Fire, and when he tries, he can actually land some hits on the weakened Momoshiki. You might argue that Momoshiki was already in a weakened state when he was defeated by Boruto, but might I remind you that Momoshiki is actually an Otsutsuki and will still be a powerful foe with millennia of experience, in spite of his weakness. So the fact that Boruto was able to do something to Momoshiki at the age of 12 is something that should not be overlooked. As we saw in the anime, Boruto won a Rasengan clash with the help of Naruto against Momoshiki's energy blast. This took only Boruto's willpower and strength alone. Even though it wasn't made by his chakra, he was still able to push it against Momoshiki. You can think of it this way, winning a tug of war against the opponent. In a tug of war, when you are pushing instead of pulling, you are basically trying to outshrink the person on the other side. And this was more apparent in the next arc when Boruto was able to take out Shojoji, who is a very powerful and durable criminal that was very known in the underworld shinobi society and surpassed many jonins of various villages. Boruto was able to outsmart and overpower him with massive Rasengan. And well, if you don't believe this, it's quite fair because Shojoji doesn't really have any information on him or lore outside of this arc. However, in the very next arc, Boruto fights against Ao, who is a war-torn, suited-up kata outer and also a ninja war veteran who in the past was a Kage guard but is now maxed up with scientific ninja tools. Boruto outsmarts him and ends up defeating him, and this is definitely no small feat and should far surpass any top-tier jonin or normal jonin, and Konohamaru wasn't able to do this. Kage guards are the top elite shinobis who guards the Kages of their respective villages. Mind you, Boruto at this point doesn't really have proper training. He's just majorly relying on his gift as a shinobi, and reaching the higher tiers of jonin intellect was all by his power. When Boruto gets his karma, his power scale reps up a bit higher. With his karma, he was able to react and block a blast that killed Garo. This is somebody that was able to kill and surpass Ao of the previous chapters. But before, Boruto was able to outdo this feat by completely absorbing and cancelling a jutsu from Kashin Koji. Kashin Koji was a powerful guy who was an inner member of Kara organization. The inner circle of Kara was full of people who are stated to have an Otsutsuki-like powers or abilities. It's at this point that Boruto begins to show his abilities and that he can stand on his own without Naruto and Sasuke protecting him. However, this is just the beginning. After gaining some sort of total control over his karma with the various training and fights he underwent alongside Kawaki and Naruto, Boruto could now activate the karma on his own while fighting another Kara inner member who is an Otsutsuki-like being, Boro. Boruto defeats Boro so much that he completely obliterates body parts from Boro and made combo attacks with Kawaki to replicate those feats. Boruto at this point has no problem in keeping up with these Otsutsuki-like beings. A notable moment is during the end of the fight against Boro, Boruto stated that he had been weakened by Boro's poisoning and also low on chakra. At this point is when we can comfortably say that Boruto surpassed a lot of the rankings that typical shinobis go through, although he hasn't reached up the Kage level yet, but he can now go head-to-head against Otsutsuki, who are classified as dangerous beings and threat to the shinobi world. During the Ishiki fight, since he was way stronger than Boruto, we don't really see Boruto do something spectacular or crazy. But we do see him being able to effectively control the karma and create dimension portals without the help of Kawaki, and also catch Ishiki off guard. Although his speed isn't all that great, but this showed us that he has started mastering his karma ability more than before. The next arc is where we see Boruto really transcending and surpassing the height of what Naruto and Sasuke can do. A word of caution though, this is minus Baryon mode of course, since that is like the apex of the entire Narutoverse and no one comes close to that except Ishiki. However, we see Boruto not only unlocking a new form of karma but also can now easily contend with Code. If you don't know who Code is, he's the strongest of the Kara Inners, people who are like the Otsutsukis. What makes this next power skill of Boruto mind-blowing is the fact that Code is stated to have powers like no others and he had to be weakened to even exist. But even in Code weakened state, he still surpasses everyone beneath him except Jigen. This simply means his strength eclipses that of Delta's. Delta is someone with raw taijutsu and speed and can even keep up with Naruto in his full power mode. Naruto even found it hard to keep up with her and could only use a massive Rasengan to defeat her at the end of the battle. Code stated that he could kill both Naruto and Sasuke either individually or together, although according to him, individually would be easier. Code is so powerful that he surpasses both Naruto and Sasuke. Although this doesn't include Baryon mode but just Sage mode Naruto and Rinnegan or Mangekyo Sharingan Sasuke. The crazy fact about this is that Naruto and Sasuke actually surpasses Momoshiki, whether base Momoshiki or infused Momoshiki, because Naruto was able to fight on par with both parts of Momoshiki and even defeating him with massive Rasengan. What makes Momoshiki impressive is that he is someone Kaguya fears. Kaguya was a being that was the strongest in Naruto Shippuden that the only way to defeat her for good was to seal her. So if Boruto was in Naruto and Sasuke's shoes, he would have been able to defeat Kaguya. True essence of karma, Boruto would have dethroned both Naruto and Sasuke in Shippuden. Momoshiki would be an overkill. What is Momoshiki, you may ask? Momoshiki is when Momoshiki takes control over Boruto's body and greatly amplifies all of his abilities. We see this in the Code arc when True Essence Boruto was able to overcome and fight Code, but when Momoshiki comes out, he's able to completely scare and obliterate everyone around him. Momoshiki made it seem like child's play being able to fight against Ishiki's vessel, which is Kawaki, without showing any sign of fatigue. Boruto's last power-up is when he ascends to godhood or become full 100% Otsutsuki. In his very low stage of Karma or Karma 1 can now effectively and easily use Massive Rasengan. Mind you, Massive Rasengan takes a huge chunk of chakra and chakra control. This gives you an idea of how powerful Otsutsuki Boruto is. Previously, he could only manage to do the Massive Rasengan while being controlled by Momoshiki. And this Boruto is able to fight Kawaki with his karma on. Boruto is also able to dodge Sage Mode Mitsuki, who is someone that is way powerful than Orochimaru. Ranking Boruto with other characters in the series would make him top tier because he's now stronger than almost everyone except if they undergo some kind of training to become stronger. And well, Boruto is not left out, seeing that Sasuke is on the run with him, so he would also be trained and get much better and stronger. However, Boruto doesn't come close to Ada and Daemon as we've seen him state so in previous chapters. Ada and Daemon are top tier for now, and Daemon cannot even be touched by Boruto or Code or Kawaki. Unlimited Code on the other hand may be able to beat Boruto and Kawaki. Now, for the Timeskip Boruto, we don't really know much about his power scale for now since the release of the Two Blue Vortex Chapter 1. But the fact that he can confidently go to Konoha where everyone can easily attack him, including Kawaki, and also coming in contact with Unlimited Code, saving Sarada, should tell you all you need to know. Boruto after Timeskip looks like he would be the strongest of the Karma Trio and even go head-to-head with Kawaki. Because why would you go into your enemy territory knowing that they have such a powerful foe like Kawaki? Do you think Timeskip Boruto can face Kawaki and Code head-to-head without any issues? What are your opinions on his recent power scale? Do let us know in the comment section below, and thank you for watching.